Today, we're giving you the top 3 reasons why Salt is the best dating app for single Christians in 2024. And stick around till the end to find out how you can win the ultimate dating package to supercharge your love life this year.
Happy New Year! Welcome everyone to 2024. We're going to do a shameless hard sell of Salt today. So, David, kick us off with reason number 1 why Salt is the best Christian dating app for 2024.
Happy New Year, Isabel. Happy New Year, everyone. The first reason why Salt is the most exciting Christian dating app for 2024 is quite simply that it works. It's been super exciting to see all of the Salt stories coming in over the past year of those that have met on the app and they've gone on to get married. And there's been so many stories. We've even heard of one where they met in November 2018 on Salt. Salt only launched a month before that. So Salt not only works, but it's been working for a long time now. Over 5 years, the app's been running. We're now live in over 35 countries, and we've been seeing loads of marriages happening worldwide. So it doesn't just work. You might hear our accents and think, oh, it's a UK company and it only works in the UK. Absolutely not. We've been seeing marriages happening all over the world. So if you're abroad, then definitely get excited about it too. It's definitely for you as well. We're super invested as a team as well. One of the team even met his wife on Salt. They've recently had a baby boy. As a team, we're really invested in seeing single Christians find other single Christians to meet, match, and eventually get married to. And the really cool thing about, Christian relationships is they're built on a really firm foundation of Christ. Like there's no better person to build your relationship upon. And that's where we see real longevity in these marriages and these relationships as well, which I think is super cool. I think one of my favorite success stories that we've ever had was kind of just before COVID hit. They were traveling in opposite directions in the UK, and they just happened to be kind of stopping in a similar place just for a kind of a pit stop. And, they matched on the app, and then they kept on driving in opposite directions. One lived very far south, one, right in the north of England. And they kept on chatting. The distance didn't make too much of a difference there. And eventually she actually went up to meet his family. And this was happening, just as kind of the rumors of COVID were going on. And then actually while she was visiting, lockdown 1 hit, and she actually had to stay in his family home for the whole of the first lockdown in the UK, which lasted quite a while, which is quite intense for a relationship. But, moving on from there, about a year later, they were engaged to be married. It's just a really cool story of how a dating app works, literally just passing by, matching on the app. They didn't live anywhere near each other. They kind of kept going despite the distance. And then something like COVID's thrown at them, and God still works in that situation.
We should make it a feature that you have to go and stay with your match's family for like a month or so. That should speed things up.
And Paul, you met your wife on a Christian dating site.
Got all the photos around the office. You probably can't see them all though.
So you're likely to know what a good experience is, what a bad experience is. Tell us your reason why Salt is the best Christian dating app for 2024.
Yeah, my wife and I met on a website, and it had a paywall to send a message, and so for me that was a real issue because it would turn off all of our friends and it made it hard for us to use it. And so that's why we've always been committed from day one that it's free to sign up, to join, create a profile, to look at other people's profiles, to match with them and to message with them and send unlimited messages for them. We also have free video calls, free voice calls. You can put audio on your profile. So we're fundamentally really committed to having an amazing free package where you can do everything. And the vast majority of marriages people who got married have never paid anything, have never paid for premium. And our algorithm is optimized for people matching and getting together. You'll hear stories of other apps that really are incentivizing on maybe introducing you to someone. And then if you're seeing someone, they might try and show you someone else that might be more attractive to you or something. And so you want to date them. And so you just fall into this perpetual state of dating, whereas we're really focused on actually showing you who we think might be the most compatible to try and encourage and foster relationships. We do obviously have a premium package, which gives a host of extra benefits, and that obviously allows us to pay the bills, employ people, pay for moderators. We do manual moderation of everyone's profiles, paying all the host to host audio table events, and running lots of different activations and things to try and serve the community, our YouTube channel, etc. So yeah, we've got the premium package as well, which does give some extra benefits. All the info's on the app. But yeah, fundamentally, if you're going to join Salt, the vast majority of people don't pay anything, and you're going to have a great time. But to shamelessly plug Salt, I think, the way we've created the app and the profile is trying to have Jesus run through the middle of everything we do. So, from the moment you sign up, you're going to see declarations and encouragements rooted in scripture. And then when you create your profile, you're going to have a chance to talk about all the things that really matter to you. So you talk about the character traits that you most value. If you value someone who's humble, or someone who's generous, or someone who's holy, or someone who's too ambitious, whatever it might be, you can specify that and match on that. We've also got different ways that people serve, how they connect with God. Like I connect with God maybe in liturgy, or on prayer walks, or on, spontaneous worship dancing. Like you can do all of this in the app and really try and connect with people. So I think we want to try and allow people to share the whole picture of who they are. I think the way we've asked the questions in the app is really trying to tee people up to answer and share about their faith, because, we hear it all the time. Or what about, Hinge or other secular apps to meet Christians, because you can filter by tick box Christians. Well, you can, but that word Christian might mean different things to different people, and you've got really no way of knowing that. Whereas on Salt, we'll ask a question which sort of tees you up, which sort of says, the thing I love most about my church is, and that's a far more open-ended question, which allows you to really understand where someone's coming from and what really, connects with them.
Okay, so reason one why Salt is the best Christian dating app for 2024, it works. Number two, Paul's just said it's free. And number three, we're Christians, so we totally know what it's like to navigate the single life as followers of Jesus. So everything we create, from the product to our content, is tailor-made to support single Christians on their dating journey. And we know the pressure of dating for marriage. We know the struggles with boundaries and faith compatibility. We know that the dating pool can feel pretty small, and we might have felt like we exhausted all of our options within church. But we also know that there's purpose in the waiting, and that God's good all the time, and that singleness is a great season of life to be in. So we've got a YouTube channel dedicated to having conversations about all of the issues that Christians are facing during their dating journey. And all of our content is there to support our users, and also hopefully entertain and take the pressure off a little bit. And, we talk about all sorts of things, like whether you're even ready to date. We talk about the hard things like heartbreak and rejection. We got loads of practical tips for online dating, and even discerning whether someone's right for you. And everything's a conversation. There's so many grey areas in this, and it's not like we're the ultimate authority on everything. So we just love to see believers from all over the world joining the conversation in the comments. And then within the app, as well as your kind of traditional seeing profiles and swiping, we have Table, which is live audio events. It's a pretty new feature, and you can join a conversation, you can hear amazing content, and then you hear other users kind of talking to each other, adding their opinion to the conversation. And this is just like a great way to kind of take the pressure off finding that perfect match, and to kind of just make friendships and focus on just hearing people's hearts and the kind of the whole person behind the voice. So that's an amazing community feature, and it's such an encouragement to hear from believers like all over the world.
And we've also got some really cool new features coming up in 2024. So over the next month or two, you'll see we'll announce some new ways to connect with other Christians and to talk and to, find connection on all the things you guys love most. Okay, so now we can do the exciting bit, right? Where we find one of our lucky users to give free premium for a year. So we'll also give you a free profile curation session with our resident expert, Mr. David Payne. We'll curate the profile for you. He'll also, we can even maybe do some discussing about doing some matchmaking or something as well. We'll also throw in a number of profile highlights as well, so just get that boost throughout the year. And tell you what, if you meet your spouse this year as well, the winner, then we'll pay for all the champagne at your wedding as well. There's extra incentive, not to get engaged just for that, but obviously if you find someone on Salt that you really think this is the one, then this year we'll cover the champagne at your wedding as well. So maybe throw in a Salt mug as well if you're in the UK. Otherwise it might be hard to ship it. So yeah, T's and C's though, probably, Isabel, we probably need to run through those.
Yeah, okay. Our official competition rules. This competition will run from 9 a.m. GMT on the 8th of January 2024 until 9 a.m. GMT on 31st of January 2024. To enter, subscribe to our channel and comment on this video telling us why you would make a great spouse. We'll reply to your comment on the 21st of January and we'll tell you if you've won with an email address. And you need to email us within 7 days in order to claim your prize. Make sure you have your YouTube notification settings enabled so that you can know about our reply. That's important. This competition is not sponsored by YouTube anyway, and it's our sole responsibility to choose a winner and get the prize to them. And all of the competition rules will be in the description if you need to refer to them.
So we're super excited to see more Christian couples come together in 2024. But for now, we're going to end this video and leave you with some photos of those who met.